Good afternoon, 4th grade. Today we're going to continue reading in Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, chapters 36 and 37. Before we get started reading, we have a fill-in-the-blank activity. It says, Minli and Dragon meet two twins named Da'afu, who bring them to their home, the village of the moon rain. This village got its name from the beautiful flowers that grow on all of the trees. The seeds of the flowers fall from the sky every night that there is a moon, and the villagers plant them. Press pause to write down your answers and play when you're ready to keep going. The focus question for today says, what are the characteristics of Da'afu's family? How does the family impact Minli? So we want to know, what is their family like, and how does this make Minli feel? What does it change her mind about? How does she change because of the family? Our vocabulary words for today are clamor. That is a loud and confusing noise, especially like people shouting. So this crowd is making a clamor. Draw a line to this picture. The second word is devotion. That is showing love or loyalty or enthusiasm for a person. These people are devoted to each other. Draw a line to this picture. And then our last word is banish. When you banish someone, you send them away, like to another country or to another place, and it's a punishment. If you banish someone, you're sending them away because you're punishing them. So draw a line to this picture. Turn the page and turn in your text to chapter 36. And we are going to begin reading at the story. We're going to begin reading at the story that's on page 195. In chapter 36, Minli, wakes up from a good night's sleep. She remembers that she's at the village of Moon Rain. And they offer her some tea for breakfast in the morning. And anyways, she asked them about the tea, and she also asked them, about the green tiger. And at the bottom of page 194, she says, what about the green tiger? Da'afu said something about a magistrate, she asked, and how did you know this tea cured the tiger's poison? And then the grandmother, Amma, says, we found out by accident. And so she's going to tell Minli the story of how they found a cure for the green tiger's poison. And that's where we're beginning our notes on page 195. And we're going to use our CSPS strategy. It says, when the green tiger discovered us 4 moons ago, we quickly learned it was not an ordinary tiger. It was not his color or his size, it was the anger he had for us. First, he attacked our livestock, the sheep, the pigs, the chickens, but not to eat, just to kill. He taunted us with his evil, leaving the dying animals in a row outside our door. Whatever animals he did not kill outright died within an hour or so from the vile poison of the tiger's touch. We knew it was just a matter of time before he caught one of us. We kept the children and whatever animals we had left inside. Agong, my husband, studied furiously, trying to find out more about this powerful monster who was tormenting us. And we'll stop right there because we have information about our character and the setting. In the second paragraph, we learn about Agong, who is Amma's husband, and that's Da'afu's grandfather. And we know he was studying furiously to figure out why this green tiger was tormenting the village. And so in box 1A, we would write, a gong tries to uncover why the green tiger is taunting his family and attacking their livestock. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And for the quote, we will write down this sentence in the last sentence of the second paragraph. In box 1B, we would write, a gong my husband studied furiously, trying to find out more about this powerful monster who tormented us. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the setting. And we find the setting in the first paragraph. We know that it takes place in the village of Moon Rain because the quote says, he taunted us with his evil, leaving the dying animals in a row outside our door. So in box 2, we would write, this story takes place in the village of Moon Rain, where a gong and his family live. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And we would write down this quote we have underlined in the first paragraph. Press pause to write down your answer in 2B and play when you're ready to keep reading. We're at the bottom of page 195. We were running out of food when Agong finally discovered what the green tiger was. When Agong was a young man, he had made a journey to the city south of here and bought an old book of history. That book, with our ancestors' ancient texts, was how Agong discovered that the green tiger was the spirit of the magistrate of our ancestors, had tried to give the secret of happiness to, but had angered instead. During his life, the magistrate had filled his spirit with so much rage that when his body left, his spirit could not rest, and instead turned into the green tiger. Agong learned that the green tiger searched for all those who felt had wronged him. The tiger would punish us for his imagined offense, and then, when he felt the punishment was complete, destroy us. Afterward, he would find others who had wronged him and punish and destroy them as well. Who knows how many people he hurt before he came to us? Perhaps we were lucky he only found us 4 moons ago. Okay, and if we stop right there, we have the problem. We know that the green tiger is the spirit of that evil magistrate, and he is angry at the village of Moon Rain because their ancestors were the same people who had that secret of happiness, and he was never able to get that secret because he felt like they tricked him. And so now he is punishing their ancestors by killing their livestock, and eventually he's going to destroy them. So for the problem in 3A, we would write, the green tiger is the spirit of the magistrate, and he wants to punish Agong's family because they did not give him the secret of happiness. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And for the quote, we would write down this sentence in the middle of page 196. The tiger would punish us for his imagined offense, and then, when he felt the punishment was complete, destroy us. Press pause to write down your answer in box 3B and play when you're ready to keep reading. Okay, so then Agong says, in desperation, the men decided to form a hunting party to try to kill the tiger. All right, that's the first thing they're going to do, is they're going to try to kill the tiger. Make sure you have this underlined with an S out beside it. So they go and they go and they go, try to find them, but, they keep getting hurt, and the women are trying to figure out how to make them better. And so go to the bottom of page 197. As soon as he left, I carefully rushed the gate. The tiger had left in a strange array of objects. There was a piece of a broken vase with a moon on it, a mangled child's jacket, and 2 deep claw marks scratched onto the stone. I knew it was a message, but what did it say? The only person who would know would be a gong, but he was sick and dying from the tiger's poison. My eyes filled with tears as I rushed inside. And so it says, page 198, it was hard for me to keep from crying, and I was blinded by my own tears. So it was only when the fragrance filled the air that I realized the water I was boiling had leaves from the flowering waters in it. They must have fallen when I was hiding from the green tiger. It was too dangerous to go and get more water. Everyone was horrified that I had gone at all. So I used the hot leaf water to clean Agong's wound. And like magic, the poison began to melt away. I couldn't believe it. I gave Agong some leaf water tea to drink, and immediately his hoarse breathing was soothed and his face relaxed. Quickly, we used the tea on all the men. By the time the last injured man was given the tea, Agong was sitting up in his bed with Da'afu at his side. And then he says, we should have known we can't fight the green tiger, with anger. That just adds to his power, right? And so instead, they can use this tea to combat the poison. Okay? So for the solution in box 4A, we would write, at first the villagers try to hunt the green tiger. When this does not work, they use the tea from the flower blossoms to make a healing tea. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the quote. And you can write down this quote in the middle of page 198. Press pause to write down your answer and play when you're ready for the paragraph. Okay, and so if we keep going, she realizes what the message means. It means that he wants them to sacrifice 2 children each month as a peace offering. And that's when, they got really worried, and Da'afu decided that they needed to trick the green tiger so that none of the children in the village had to die.